Can you hear the whippoorwills? Anyway, I just remembered two additional things that one I forgot to say, another one I just thought of or remembered when I was re-listening to the video I make because I like to listen to my own videos. When I get tired of listening to so much nonsense that's out there, I listen to my own videos. Anyway, one of the things is the things that they detected. Uh, I got this from AI. AI was saying, "Oh, they did detect that," or there's a paper or something that says that there's less carbon in distant galaxies. Now we gotta verify if that's true. But if it's true that there's less carbon in distant galaxies or not detectable carbon in distant galaxies, that means that the universe is running down in the past 6,000 years, as far as we can see. So the other thing that I remembered was, which is an actual thing, um, is that if you remember when they were trying to deviate an asteroid or a comet or something, whatever it was, I think it was an asteroid. They're trying to change the orbit of a comet, send it out somewhere another direction to see if it get it off course so it won't hit the Earth. So the mission was a success, except for the fact that, and this is the anomaly, that when they hit this asteroid or whatever it was, that it took off and moved a lot faster than what they expected it to move. And so they're scratching their heads and why is this thing taking off so fast? Well, could be that the rate of time is faster out there and the measure of distance is greatly expanded or more expanded. And that's why it appears to be moving faster. You know, general relativity thought experiments. So, but this thing about the carbon, if it's true, what the chat GPT or AI, whatever it was, I think it was Bing. It was a Bing AI, whatever. It was saying, oh, there's papers that saying that distant galaxies don't have detectable carbon, or at least not as much, or something. If that's true, then that means in 6,000 years, these stars that do have carbon and heavy elements, or heavier elements, if they get past iron, then things are going to explode. But if they do have these heavier elements besides hydrogen, helium, and lithium, they got the heavier elements. Now, that means our universe is running down, has been running down within 6,000 years. The, the other interesting thing was about dark matter that they, with the James Webb telescope, they didn't detect dark matter in or around distant galaxies. I said there's no dark matter, no detectable dark matter. Well, if that's the case, well, it means there's no gravitational lensing of or any effects of ring galaxies or ring features of galaxies. So you know what that means? That might be the end of the universe right there. That might be the extent of the universe, or it's just so redshifted that it's not even coming into view. It could be that too, but it's interesting. You know, the carbon the lack of carbon in distant galaxies, because they know this from the light signature, and the fact that there's no detectable dark matter. Well, I was thinking it could be, well, maybe it's the end of the universe. Maybe it's the limit of the universe. But maybe, I suppose it could be invisible to the James Webb telescope if there was any ring formations, which if you know what the ring formation I'm talking about, it's just that the distant galaxies in the background are magnified and they're often distorted and shaped into like streaks or rings or stuff like that, or a combination of streaks that makes a ring. That's what they call dark matter because that's the gravitational lensing. But if they only understood the general relativity, that's an effect of general relativity. It's the changes, it alters the measure of distance and the rate of time, well, the measure of distance especially, and so that and the rate of time because the light is arriving faster on the outer edges than it is near a massive object, which causes the lens effect. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. I think Batman was saying something, was asking, he said something like, I didn't hear that about the dark energy, I mean, the dark matter. Um, and I didn't understand until I listened to the video again. And I'm thinking, well, because I think he said black matter or something. So I'm thinking maybe I have to explain the dark matter, but I think what he was referring to was my statement about the ring, the dark matter of the ring formations, no detectable ring formations or dark matter near the distant galaxies. I think that's what he was referring to, and but that's that's if we can see the distant galaxies that are even more redshifted than the ones that we're looking at. But if we have, I mean, if we should be detecting those distant galaxies, then and we're not, then that could be the end of the galaxy right there. Plus the fact that the universe is winding down, has been winding down since the formation or since the creation, because the distant galaxies that we can see within 6,000 years have much less carbon or non-detectable levels of carbon or whatever it was that the AI was saying there was a paper on it. But if we could confirm that, then that might be interesting because if there's no detectable carbon in distant galaxies, then that means that the galaxies that we have do have detectable levels of heavy metals or heavier elements, which means the universe is considerably advanced since the creation 6,000 years ago. And of course, we're seeing 13 billion years pass by in outer space in a time frame of 6,000 years of Earth's history, which is all due to the relativity. But anyways, I thought I'd just mention that, those little things I forgot and things I remembered. But all due to recent finding, cosmological findings, some of them James Webb, some of them just observations. It's like I was just thinking, it's like, wait a minute. They said that when they hit that asteroid, the thing shot out much faster than they were expecting. It's another confirmation of general relativity. There you go. Okay, take care, everybody. Stay close to God because He is the way, the truth, and the life. There is no other way. There is no other truth. Take care.